Everybody, Wes here for Wednesday's workouts, and we've got quite a mixture of biking, push press, and double unders for you. We'll first start off with your strength. You're in week 7 of 11. We're gonna work on 5 sets of 4, 80 to 85%. We saw this earlier in the week with the front squats, so you should at least be familiar with that percentage. And if you've been doing these over the last few weeks, you will have that as well. One thing we can work on in our push press today is as we get that bar set up, okay, and we have our elbows in this position. A lot of times, we're gonna talk about elbows again, we talked about elbows with the front squat. A lot of times when I see people set up for their push press, they get into their front rack, front squat position. They don't have their hands on the bar, maybe they do, but to be able to push this overhead, we gotta bring the elbows back down to then push. Okay, so go ahead when you're going to do your shoulder presses, set those elbows up so they're slightly in front of the bar, in front of your chest, but not way up high. Okay, it's not the same as if you're doing a front squat. We then go from our dip into our drive overhead, work on sticking that head through, having that head go back so you can bring that bar back down. Okay, use those hips for that movement. It's really important, helps you get all that momentum that you need there, but we'll work on those elbows again if you want something new to focus on this week. As we get into the AMRAP workout, there's several AMRAPs. You have a little bit of rest in between, but the way it's gonna work is you're gonna have a 3-minute AMRAP on the bike. Goal is to get 35 to 45 plus calories. You can probably get more than that, but you gotta play around with, don't push it too hard where you can't keep moving. But you also want to push it a little bit so you're not just getting a nice 3-minute beach stroll before this really sets off in the second one. Second, you'll rest a minute, another 3-minute AMRAP. Now we're doing 10 or 8 calories on the bike and 12 push press. We want to be able to move through all 12 of those unbroken, maybe 2 sets, and then get onto the bike again. This bike pace for that AMRAP is not going to feel the same as when you're just biking on its own. You then have another AMRAP, and we're gonna add another movement to the mix. You're gonna have 10 or 8 calories on the bike, 12 push press, so those are the same. But now we're adding 36 double unders to tax your shoulders, also get you breathing hard, so when you get back on that bike, it's even harder. Then we rest a minute, and we go back to the very first thing. We're gonna do 3 minutes straight on the bike. Now, if you pace this correctly, you can try to match or beat what you did in the first one, but keep those pretty consistent and steady. Your goal should be trying to get 2+ rounds on that first AMRAP, which is just bike and push press, maybe a round or 2 on the second one. There's not gonna be a lot of time, it's only 3 minutes, but it's all about how many reps and calories, because your score is gonna be total reps today, so we'll add all of that up. But be consistent, don't tax yourself out too early where you redline on the bike. Have enough where you can beat those calories on the second bike AMRAP. Good luck on Wednesday.